I am Benjamin Cheney. Who am I? I'll show you. Over here, there's Grandma and Grandpa Manring, Great Grandma and Grandpa Bates, Great Great Grandma and Grandpa Bates, Great 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 Grandma and Grandpa Butler, Great 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 Grandma and Grandpa Humble, Great 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 Great, how many greats am I on? Grandma and Grandpa Cheney, and then another Grandma and Grandpa Cheney, and then another Grandma and Grandpa Cheney. That's me right there, Benjamin Cheney. That's who I am. And I'm just a little boy right now. I'm not grown up yet. So we lived in Maine in the United States. We lived in Maine. And we lived kind of down here, sort of in Maine. It was actually part of Massachusetts for a while. It was down here in Maine, and that was as far north as you could go. You couldn't go up here in Maine. That wasn't part of the United States yet, because it was all a forest up there, and there were Indians. There's way too many Indians. You can't go up there and live. So we just lived in the far north as you can get, right there. That's the northern United States. And my parents, their names are Joseph Cheney, there's my dad, and my mom is Dorcas. That's really her name. It's not funny, it's from the Bible, it's really name. So Joseph and Dorcas Cheney, and they had 14 kids. I was kind of right about in the middle. So we had Sarah, we had Eliphalet, that's really his name. We had Mary, right there. We had Daniel, and we had Joseph Jr. And then there's me. I'm right in the middle here. And then the younger ones were James, John, Dorcas, also her name is Dorcas, and Samuel, and Dorothy, and Olive, and baby Abigail. That was all of us kids. We lived kind of a long time ago. My dad and my grandpa, Daniel Cheney, that's him, Gramps, fought in the Revolutionary War. I was born in 1763, and that was just before the Revolutionary War started. And so my dad and my grandpa both fought in the Revolutionary War with General George Washington. And we thought America should be free and not belong to England, so we fought in the war. And there was one battle when I was about 12 years old. It was just south of where we were living in Maine, in that part of Maine. And it's called the Battle of Bunker Hill. And this is the battle where Colonel William Prescott. Here's our guys. Here's Colonel William Prescott. This is the Americans. And we're fighting the Redcoats. That's the Redcoats right there. See, they're wearing red. That's the British. And this was the battle where we didn't have enough like bullets for our guns. You have to have enough bullets so you can shoot out your guns. We didn't have enough. And so this was the battle where he said, don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes, which means the Redcoats have to get really close before we can start shooting on them. And woo, that was kind of scary. And as soon as they got close, boom, fire! And we didn't win that battle, but boy, we got a lot of Redcoats. That was a good planning on his part. Boom, all of a sudden, all at once. And we got a lot of people because they were so close, because we waited, because we didn't have enough bullets. We didn't have enough. So that was a battle. It was kind of rumored that I was there. I was about 12 at the time, They gave me a sword to fight with. I don't know if I did much fighting, but that was the Battle of Bunker Hill. Well, when I was 16, and here I am at 16, I got officially mustered into the Army, and I was really big, like tall for my age, and so I think that's why I got in so young, because I looked older. So I got put in the Army. I was part of the artillery. That was the cannons. Big cannons. I was kind of helping take care of those. So in our artillery unit, this is our artillery. See those cannons and all those guys? I was in charge of those cannons. I kind of worked with those. Well, let me tell you kind of a funny story. I know a funny story. All right, my friend and I were actually out looking for food. My friend and I, and there were just two of us. Keep that in mind. Okay, and we were just looking for some food, and who should we run into? We were there was a wall there, and it was, it was out in the country, but there was a wall there, and who should come along but some redcoats. That's the bad guys. That's the British. That's the guys we're fighting. There were just a few of them. There weren't a whole lot, and they were also looking for food. And we saw them. We go, hide. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of redcoats over there. Hey, what should we do? And my friend was like, let's sneak away before they see us. They're going to capture us or shoot us or do something. And I said, wait. Let's try to capture them. What? Yeah, let's try to capture the redcoats. Listen, I'm going to go on this side of the wall where they are, because we saw them first, and so we're hiding. You go on the other side of the wall and pretend like we have an army over there. Like, shout orders at them. That's not going to work. Make it work. Make them believe it. Make it work. Shout orders at a pretend army on the other side of the wall, and we'll make them think there's a whole bunch of people over there, and they got to surrender to us. Like, all right, let's try it. Okay. So my friend went to the other side of the wall, and he was going to pretend that he had an army over there, and he was in charge of an army. And he started shouting orders. All right, you men, march, march. And I went around to the redcoats, and I said, hey, you're surrounded. Drop your weapons. And they dropped their weapons. It totally worked. They dropped those guns they were holding, and we gathered up the guns, and I said, march along this wall, march it. So I was leading the redcoats along this wall, and my friend was on the other side of the wall, yelling into the woods like he had an army, but there was no army. It was just us. And when the redcoats got around the wall and I had their guns and they were my prisoners, there were just two boys in the army that had caught them. Cha-ching. That's right. We did that. That's what we did. So we brought them back to camp with us, and we got to use their guns and the bullets they had, and that helped us out. And we had their prisoners, so we could trade for some prisoners of Americans, because some of our men got caught. And yeah, it helped out the war effort, you know. Kind of nice. Anyway, time I got done fighting in the Revolutionary War, was I got some land. I got some land in Illinois. Got some land for my service in the Army, because I did pretty good service. And I met a young lady. Her name was Eunice Hubbard. And her dad was hey, stand up. Okay, people, don't lay down on the job. Her dad was John Hurd Hubbard, and he also fought in the Revolutionary War. And he fought the Indians as well. He fought some Indians, and we kind of fell in love, and I liked her. She liked me. We got married, and I went to my land in Illinois to start life together.